Hello and good evening. If you're watching this in the evening, you may not be, but I am here in the evening. You see, it's a dim light, got some mood lighting, and this is a very special beer indeed. This is from the United States. It is first brewed in 2001, and it is 9%. It's an absolute whopper. And it is Dogfish Head 90-minute IPA, India Pale Ale. So, this is an interesting one. I'll tell you about the story in a minute from the book. So, first of all, I bought this for $3.99 in Jane's Beer Store, Mountain View, which I bought lots from there in the end, I guess. Our continuously hopped Imperial IPA, whose powerful malt backbone sums up to extreme hopping rate for a pungent, not crushing hop flavour. That is the story from here. Dogfish Head is from... I don't even know where it's from. There we go. Doesn't say. But there we go. So the bottle is interesting. It's an interesting design. It actually embossed into the glass is the dogfish there. And the design itself is quite nice, actually. I think it's quite attractive. Now, this is what's interesting about this is the reason why it's called 90-minute IPA. It's an interesting... I'll preface it. Basically... they, instead of just having hops at the beginning of the brew for the bitterness and then at the end for aroma, the brewers thought they were going to try and do one where the hops were added throughout the brewing process. And they basically kept tossing them in throughout the brewing process, and this is what resulted in this. And they kept adding handfuls of hops, and it got annoying for them. So they used, what it says, an electric vibrating football game board. With less than mechanical precision, the board was used to shake the hops gently into the kettle before a splash of water shorted it out, so it then got destroyed. So the name of a 90-minute IPA is actually the length of the time the hops were infused in the boil, and they replaced the electric gaming board with an actual machine that did it. But that is, so this one is basically hops. That's why it's probably quite so strong, is that the hops go all the way through the brewing process. So let's crack this open. The aroma that rises from the creamy head is of dried fruit with a touch of citrus, right? I've got a lovely glass. I thought I'd treat this beer to a really nice craft beer glass here. I'm hoping there's not too much sediment at the bottom. Oh. Been forced to drink some of it early. Let's try that aside for now. Right. So it does say the aroma that rises from the creamy head, dry fruit with citrus, and now it says a full-bodied sip assaults the palate with a balance of teeth-chattering hops and smooth caramel-like malt. Now I had to just drink a bit of the head, but that really was just the head. I didn't get a full-on sip of it. So let's go for a full sip. Cheers. Gosh, that is really, really hoppy. That is probably the hoppiest beer I've done so far. Let's just pull the rest of it in there. There we go. Let's not waste that there. You can tell it's properly amber. It's not a pale ale. It's an India Pale Ale. This is what it's not a pale looking beer at all. So the head is maintaining itself. Very, very tiny bubbles, but it's really just sitting there, which is actually quite interesting. That's quite impressive. The taste, it's still lingering. If you feel like hops could be burning your throat, this is what it might be like. It's not burning, but it really has got almost like when you have a lingering taste from like a whiskey or kind of a high alcohol liqueur or a spirit. This is what you're getting actually. It's quite strong. So you're getting that kind of in the back of your throat still. It's still lingering. It's been quite a while since I took that sip. So the aftertaste is huge. Let's go for another initial taste. Yeah, that is absolutely huge initial taste. Quite nice. It's not sweet. That's good. Top marks for me on that. I don't like sweet beers. But it really is proper boozy. It's nice. I'll say it is nice. It's a nice beer, but whew, this is a tough going one, I must say. It's a bit too strong for me. I really like what they've done though. I like their experimentation, and I know well that's in the book, obviously. Dogfish Head. You may see you may not have heard them before, but if you're in Britain, you may occasionally see bottles of Dogfish Head, but you may be more familiar with them because they did a collaboration beer a few years ago with Charles Wells Brewery, I think up in Bedfordshire way, called DNA, and I've seen it disappear a little bit recently. You used to see it often on keg, in lots and lots of pubs, and you used to see it in supermarkets bottled as well. I haven't seen it drop off. Don't know if they still make it anymore, but that was a collaboration, which is an interesting one. But this is the original, the sort of, this was first issued in 2001. They do a number, I think they do a 75-minute IPA as well. Interesting in the book, I say that, interesting in the book, there's a picture next to it, which does not correspond to this actual beer, but Johnny Cask Dogfish Head 75-minute IPA. So I don't think the 75-minute IPA is in the book. Let's have a quick look. So I guess that's why they've used that as the closest thing. Yeah, it's not in there. So I know I've got another Dogfish Head beer to do because it's in my beer crate over there. Let's have a quick look so we can have a look what it is, so we can prepare ourselves for it. Okay, so there are 4 Dogfish Head ones in here. I've got 2 of them. I got Midas Touch as well, which sounds like an interesting beer. I think it is brewed with honey. So let's have a quick look. Yeah, it's a honey one. So let's leave that aside. I'll get there at some point. But for now, Dogfish Head, 90-minute IPA. It is an absolute cracker. It's so strong, I'm still feeling it in my throat, but really enjoying drinking it. Leave a review there. I'm going to put that aside and drink the rest of it in a minute. I would have this on. I would definitely have it again. I would have a half of it. I wouldn't have a whole pint. I wouldn't even have a whole bottle of it. But I imagine this is a great one to share, and it's a real sipper. So, like, comment, subscribe. Tell me what you think. Have you had Dogfish Head's 90-minute IPA before? Do you think it burns your throat, or do you think it has a kind of strong aftertaste? Let me know, and I'll see you for another beer review soon.